See you, MP.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And you look at their injuries, down a starter and a reserve. That shuffles up the lineups a bit.
You have two players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Joel Embiid is out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Maxey in at the point. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, MP is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Traoré. And it's Demon in at the 2. Well, Doris, the season is just getting underway. How together do you expect teams to be at this point?
Well, it depends, B.A. Are you experienced or are you young? And I know this, the first 20 games usually are a very good indicator of how your season is going to play out.
Now here's Watford, outside Oubre. Launches it. Claxton with a rebound. Here's Traoré, Maxey covering. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. For 3, Demon. The rebound by Embiid. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
On the wing, MP. Watford covering. Back to MP. It's stolen by Maxey. Grimes, the pass to Maxey. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Maxey's got his second basket of the game. Outside Porter. Pass to MP. Here's Traoré. Puts up a 3. And Michael Porter gets the 3.
A lights-out three-point shooter. All Porter Jr. needs is a little wiggle room, and he's pulling up.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, the Nets trading this summer for Michael Porter Jr., and after playing a complimentary role in Denver with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, he now becomes a focal point. He said he's not really a big city guy with all the traffic, but listen, he can expect plenty of crowding every time he touches the ball.
He can heat up in a hurry. Shams, thank you. To the paint. Here's Watford. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
Pass to Dimon. MP inside. Watford covering. And Claxton throws it down.
Claxton, an elite finisher at the rim. That is nicely done.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Dimon. Back to MP. And he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's gotten his second bucket on the night.
I like how assertive MP is down there. No question that he's got the skills to score in the paint.
And here's Maxey outside. Claxton with a rebound.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Back to MP. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Both teams deciding to change it up. Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals. 5th best, Philadelphia.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Here's Edgecombe. 10 points in his last outing. Down low. Here's Barlow. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Claxton finds MP. To the middle. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pass to Edgecombe. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Williams. And here's MP. Now here's Claxton. Porter, the pass to MP. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. That one drops for him. MP's got 10 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Edgecombe. And they pick up 2.
And as the rookie Edgecombe gets stronger, these baskets should become more routine. Just nice focus on that finish.
To the inside. Here's MP. And the layup falls. And that's 12 points for MP.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's Brooklyn, closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More 2K action in just a moment. And for those of you... Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. Here's Brooklyn. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. We've got Demon, Michael Porter out there with MP. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Traore in at the 1. So that's the Nets 5. Now here's MP. 12 points for him. Inside. Nice job by MP converting it tight.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Guys, back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Outside Maxey, pass to Embiid. Again, Philadelphia.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Brooklyn leading by 10. Outside Porter. To the middle. Here's Demon. And the shot goes in. Demon's got his second basket.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Here's Maxey. Grimes, the pass to Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Pulls it from the corner. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. Bonus checked in for the Sixers. We've got 33 seconds left in the second. Good on the shot.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
Pass to Demon. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Porter gets the bucket.
Get guard-like skills in a forward's body. Porter Jr. with the quick release.
Watford outside. Fires the three. Brooklyn pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Traore. Maxey covering. Claxton. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Brooklyn Nets.
Anytime they sniff the paint, it's a bucket. And they found different ways to do it.
Yeah, their game plan gets the Shaq seal of approval. Get it inside and hit them hard.
Okay, switching gears. Let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings thus. And that's a wrap on halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard. second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. We've got Kelly Oubre, Quentin Grimes out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Trendon Watford, and it's Embiid in at the center position, locking down the middle.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Touré. Boom! He jams it straight down.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Pass to Grimes. And here's Maxey outside. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's Touré to the wing, right side. And here's MP from outside. Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And the Nets looking to improve, in particular, offensively, Doris.
I mean, there's no doubt there is not a category within which they didn't struggle on the offensive end. Missed shots, turnovers, you name it. On the other side, they do force quite a few turnovers themselves. Their games can have a very chaotic feel.
It's Grimes on the wing. Pass to Watford. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got rebound number 7 tonight.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
On the wing, MP. Here's Dimon. 6 to shoot. Screen by Claxton. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Oubre. 76ers trail by 20. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And it's Maxey missing.
Well, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
The drive by MP. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists now tonight.
Excellent read by MP there. Just takes advantage of the opening.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 6. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers.
And you know, for that matchup with New York, seems like the season's flying by, as that's already their 10th contest of the year. The pecking order in the league starting to take shape.
First one falls for him.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. Both free throws good from Maxey. Here's Touré. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to MP. Here's Dimon, covered by Grimes. Here's Dimon to the paint. Here's MP. Uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 7 points for the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Embiid. 7 points in the game. It's Grimes on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And some changes here for the 76ers. Barlow's checked in for Watford. Edwards comes in for Oubre. And it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. Brooklyn leading by 22. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said, it's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to, with the jab or the pull-up and all of that stuff, but it'll still work. Back to you guys.
Trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's MP. The Sixers getting their last shot to go.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Edwards with it. Guarded now by Williams. Barlow misses.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Down low. Here's MP. Yep, that one goes. 23 points for MP.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Williams against Edwards. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
Out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
Both teams will make substitutions. 34 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Barlow passes to Lowry. Here's Barlow. Philadelphia moving it around. Lowry surveys the D. Philadelphia with another miss. Williams against Lowry. On the wing man. Pass to Minot. The 3-ball. Drains the triple. Minot's got 5.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Brooklyn out in front, opening up a huge gap. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Terrence Mann is out there with Zaire Williams. Then there's Sharp, then it's Michael Porter, and it's Minot in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Shot clock at 6. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. The shot by Terry, no good.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Pass to Minot. Lets it go from deep. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 5 assists tonight.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now here's Embiid. Brooklyn pulls it in. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Pass to Mann. Soft touch off the glass.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Yeah, I like when Edgecombe is aggressive like this inside because he's very skilled at converting from there.
On the wing, Porter. Outside Sharp. Edwards against Porter. Williams from long range. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Embiid passes to Terry. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Terry's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside man. They set a pick. Fires the 3. Doesn't go for him. For Philadelphia, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Edgecombe from downtown. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Yeah, quick thinking right there by Edgecombe. He needs to keep being decisive off the catch.
Inside, here's Sharp. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Embiid, a screen on Williams. Embiid, good.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Man, the pass to Porter. Barlow grabs the miss.
Boy, these are the shots you have to make. If you don't capitalize, you are letting the defense off the hook.
Okay, it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look good.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. Brooklyn making a switch here. The 76ers have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Maxey passes to Oubre. Outside Grimes. And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Nets.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number 1 was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Yep, that one's good.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Outside Maxey. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
MP, your team needed your scoring night to win, and you delivered, passing the 20-point mark on the way to victory. Was that the game plan coming in, or did you see something that led to an adjustment?
More like this. It's both. Every time you come down the floor, the defense tells you what to do. Maybe you set the ball screen. Maybe you space out the corner. If you're on a break, maybe you kick it out to the wing. Maybe it's pushing the ball yourself. What I'm trying to say is if you make the right choices, you're going to win games. And that's what you saw tonight.
Well, great choices then, MP. Way to go.
Thank you, JQ.
Back to you, Brian.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. Good stuff. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
know how many countries were
He had a couple
voting.
good games.
It's like
That's
39 last year, and it's likely to
more than a couple stinkers,
I'd
too.
like to see each of us
Let's all
try to
dive back
schedule
in
2
and
international
do
visits
that.
next month. Talk to your teams, and let me know how we should split our time.
Once in a while, it takes time. It is so much quicker when it's
times, right?
Yeah,
Developing our
honestly,
player
I'm not that
evaluations
great
on
with
a
cutting
whole
dice.
new level now.
I feel that. Fresh potatoes take time to process.
If you do make them,
could be
try
the
soaking,
GM for
then draining.
Which
Flash fry dry and fry again. That crunchy outside,
Competitive
tender
court players
inside.
are evaluating
cut it
year
out.
round
I'm
now.
starting to get hungry. Gotta go get
And
some more
off-court
seasoning.
activities, and
I've
there's
never
always
been
someone
to
to
Is it
watch
fun?
with
I think you
colleges
should try
and
snorkeling
universities
first.
next.
It's lighter
For
and
me,
you're
I'd
not
head
as
to New
strong.
Jersey.
How do you
Outside
know
where New
that?
York prospects
Our
are
families
scouted.
used
It's
to
a
be
good
together.
game, but college
This one
scouts
here
don't
almost sank.
My kids in high school.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Lauri Markkanen and the Utah Jazz.
And that game against Sacramento, things starting to solidify as that game is going to be number 10 on the year for them. Team getting sharper every time out.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. And for the Nets, we've got Terrence Mann. Nicholas Claxton out there with MP. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Ferré in at the point. This season just getting going still. How quickly, Greg, can teams gel together and become one?
It really depends on the makeup of your team. How many new guys are on the roster? The style of play. Do the new additions have any previous chemistry with some of your players? Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
This is what the coaches are telling MP. No one can guard you in there. Go eat.
Now, here's McDaniel. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Randall's got his second bucket of the night.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Porter outside, and the 3 ball is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, the Timberwolves this summer signing extensions to keep their elite front court intact. In bringing back Julius Randle and Naz Reid, they maintain a team strength, one that seems more necessary than ever in the loaded West, guys.
You got it, making the commitment. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. Here's MP after the basket by Minnesota. Pass to Porter. Here's Soray. And the three off target. The Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And Randle throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randle to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Here's Porter. In the corner, it's MP. Here's Soray. Off target from outside. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Randle with the bucket.
5 out of 5 to start things off. They certainly seem to be in a good rhythm.
Down low, the jump hook. Randle grabs the board.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Randle from outside. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Nets trail by 8. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And so it's Brooklyn with it after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. And that one's good by Porter.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So for the Nets, Williams, he's checked in for Terrence Mann, and Demon subbed in for Traoré. There's 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. Outside Conley. Shoots the 3. Rebound Brooklyn. To the paint. Here's Williams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Dosunmu up top. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Shannon. From the arc. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Dosunmu with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. Ingles with a screen on Williams. Here's Dosunmu. And that one released in time, but no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Nets. They storm through the end of the quarter on a 9-0 run. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can. New group out there on the floor for the Nets. Nets trail by 7. So on the floor for Minnesota. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniels. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. The Timberwolves have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. For 3, Edwards bangs home the trifecta. Edwards got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves. The Nets have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
On the clock, here's Claxton. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Mann.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
McDaniels gets a wide open look, and Reed throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Pass to Toure. In the corner, it's MP. MP showing the range.
How about the confidence right there by young MP, just stepping right into that 3.
Now Edwards jacks up a 3. That one misses. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Thanks for being here. Let's kick things off with it for the West, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, some people try to compare him to the great Michael Jordan. I don't like to do that, but lately, he has been Jordan-esque.
Yeah, get back to me when Ants won 6 rings and we could talk about that. But his career is onward and upward right now.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I love their mentality, the system, getting into the teeth of the defense and getting to the line, super aggressive.
And these days, you can't just launch yourself into a defender and draw the whistle. They're making basketball moves.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
MP out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Porter. Then there's Toure. And it's Mann in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Outside, Porter. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Porter's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Brooklyn. Outside, Edwards. And the rejection by Claxton. At the elbow, it's MP. Back to Porter for three. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Porter's got 15 points.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
So, RJ, last season, the Nets making a pair of in-season trades to add future assets.
Dealing Dorian Finney-Smith to the Lakers, Dennis Schroeder to the Golden State Warriors. Brooklyn got back a bunch of second-round picks. Smart moves as they continue to build.
Reed finds Edwards. McDaniels on the wing. Good on the three-point shot. He has 5.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts in the half.
Outside, Porter. In the corner, it's MP. On the wing, MP. Back to Porter. Shot clock at 6. And here's MP for 3. And again, it's Brooklyn with the 3.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Read the pass to Edwards. Edwards with a physical finish inside.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
A moment now to see the numbers for Anthony Edwards. Great showing for him last season. How about 27 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists? And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back to you.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Steps back. Here's Randall, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Pass to Claxton. Inside. Here's Mann. MP inside. Randall on him. Claxton a screen on DiVincenzo. MP gets the job done inside. There's 57 seconds left here in the third quarter. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Three-pointer, Randall. Toure with the rebound. Brooklyn's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Back to Mann. Claxton a screen on DiVincenzo. Mann gets the bucket.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Out to the wing. Here's Randall. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
MP, no good. A three for DiVincenzo. Can't hit that one. At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely filling it up. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. 3/10 quarters behind us. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now McDaniel. Here's Edwards. DiVincenzo. The three doesn't go. Here's Traore, defended by DiVincenzo. Strong move off the glass.
Flashing some of his passing potential. MP with the dime.
Reed with the screen on MP. It's Randall with the drive.
And you'll never see Randall back down in a big moment. He's looking to be the guy when they need a bucket.
Here's MP. Launches it. Got it, MP with the defense right on him.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Edwards misses the three.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
MP outside. Green by Claxton. And he banks the layup in.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Now, DiVincenzo. And down it goes.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
MP. No good from three. Timberwolves trail by 4. .107 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the shot will go down.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Here's MP. A huge two-handed slam.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Randall. The three is off.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And they double up NP. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Reed. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
This is how you completely steal the momentum. It's clear who is in control of the game right now.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. DiVincenzo. Count it. Nice touch.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen. Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. Here's Minnesota.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Fires the three. Claxton with the rebound. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
MP, you were able to reach the 20-point mark tonight and help your team get the victory. Is this something you guys can build on?
I don't know.
Is that it?
I mean, we can, but will we? That's on us. You know, what this win means depends entirely on what we do next game. Proof's in the pudding, so we'll see what happens, Dominic.
Well, we appreciate your honesty, MP.
Dominic Hamill, always a good interview.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Dominic, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. So long and good night, everyone.